Honestly, Magnath thinks I can't do anything myself. Bim bom bim bom. Bim bom bim bom. So, yep. Not a whole lot going on right now. Obviously there's no one here. So I can just watch the game and I can enjoy the view. You know, just kick back, relax, have a good time. The result of this match shouldn't matter, because I should beat Countess. I should win every game that I play in this group. But of course I can't be sure that I'll beat Countess, because Countess is a very good player. So, you know. But ultimately it doesn't really matter to me. Either I go through the next round and I get beaten there, or I get knocked down to the knockout bracket and I get beaten there. Doesn't really... Oh, I forgot to change my observer interface. Well, I'll have to do that for next game. But for now we're going to make do with the crappy one. Look, we can see their control groups. Look, Magnath uses 1 for his nexuses. What does Morphy use? So he uses 5. This is weird, but it's still kind of alright. 1 though. Ugh. Oh, hello. There's that bad boy going. Okay, this is going to be a cannon rush. No, wait, no. This is a pylon block, isn't it? That's what you do. Wait, but why was this pylon so late? Isn't it supposed to go down? I don't know. Protoss players are weird. Yeah, this is the probe timing you do when you want to block the natural. Because drone comes down. Oh my god. Okay, no. Magnath does get the block. And we're just going to force pull Morphy. If he got his pylon, that doesn't matter. No, we're going to force pull Morphy to take the space, which I'm told by, well, Artosis, so take it with a pinch of salt. Well, it is common sense as well. It's going to make it very difficult for Morphy to go for some kind of 2-base play, like a 2-base meter, as unlikely as that would be, or more plausibly, you know, like a Nidus or a Roach Rush. Because obviously you got this space here, it's very easy to scout whether they've got a 3rd base or not, how many drones they have on the natural, that kind of thing. And it'll also make it a lot easier for Magnath to abuse the space between the bases in the early game. Because, you know, the queens can't link up, the Zerglings can only defend 1 base at once. So until the 3rd base is secured, the creeper's linked up, it's going to be kind of awkward. Hi, Gref. Pretty sure there are better Russian Zergs than Morphy. Well, I'm definitely going to call that Magnath is going to play Glaives, because I had the honour of watching some of his preparation matches where he went Glaives. So, I think at least once in this series he's going to use it. And we also, well, I was privy to a discussion, and took part in a discussion somewhat, where we came to the conclusion that Morphy would die to a well-timed timing, or well-executed timing. I don't think he's a noob if he loses to Morphy. I'm told that Morphy's the best Russian Zerg, which means he's better than players like Vanya and other Russians I'm sure exist. But yeah, I don't really want Magnath to lose this one, because there's actually a decent chance that Morphy will be able to beat Countess, but also I'm not sure about that one either. So, we'll wait and see. I'm not going to call him Ratata. I hate Ratatas. I lost a Nuzlocke to one of those bastards a few years back, haven't forgiven them. Oh, is Rycelia Russian as well? Why am I not fucking surprised? So yeah, I mean that's not really much to say. I got two really high-level Protoss players in the chat right now. They know what's happening. They know what this means. Morphy knows what it means too. If he sees the glaives, 1, 2, 3, 4 gateways. He doesn't see this one, does he? No, doesn't see it. Surprised that Magnath's not going and sending his Overlord to kill this. Sorry, his Stalker to kill the Overlord, because, you know, if he gets the scout off or not, it's a valuable kill. I should probably stop doing this to move the camera. I always complain when other people do that. I think his timing's off, right? It's supposed to hit now. Like 4:30 is when you're supposed to arrive. And he's a little bit late, 10 seconds perhaps. He's going to fly on to creep. Morphy knows that he's here. He's got a spine crawler at the third base. Well, natural I suppose. And actually the glaives is not done yet, so this will be a little bit awkward for Magnath in the short term. How many drones has he stopped at? He's up to 38 drones, perfect number. Well, you could have played Gref, but then you went over the MMR limit, so that's not going to happen. The whole point is that you're too high, you're too strong. Okay, this is a really weird decision. You take a bit of hull damage as Warp Prison. And now Gref knows that he's targeted. Sorry, Gref, Morphy. Sorry, I just mixed up a fucking chimp with a chimp. Morphy knows that he's attacking the main base. I mean, anyone can beat Magnath in a best of 3, come on, that doesn't mean anything. So yeah, just chilling here. Same with the Lings, just chilling, making sure there's nothing bad happening. Gonna try and fly past, get a couple of drones. Probably won't get much more than that unless he shades into the natural. There are a few more juicier targets. Not bad, not bad. 4 kills. 3 damage, as they say. And if you look at the work accounts, because you've actually got to do that with this thing. No, if your MMR was above 5500, you are now invalidated from playing in the circuit, which means you've got to meet the previous requirements to sign up in the first place, which is to stay below 5200 for 4 months. Okay, Ling's come for a counter-attack, but there's a lot of glaive adepts in the way, so that's not going to do much of anything. Meanwhile, the adepts having a bit of fun in the third base. 4 kills. Did lose 1. Oh no, didn't. Damn, that's a hot pickup. So again, Magnath getting damage for nothing. Look at the losses tab. Crazy. 9 workers killed. It's looking alright for Magnath right now. And Morphy's army is not that strong. His economy is not that strong either. 61 workers at 7 minutes is not what you want to see. How many robos are there? There's just the 1. I would prefer to see more than 1. Get that double immortal production going, but I suppose it's not that important when you've got this many sentries and there's no Baneling Nest and there's very few units in general. Yeah, Magnath. Well, this isn't going to finish, surely. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see it, I see it. You know, it's adepts. I mean, that could have been worse. Could have been a whole lot worse. And he's put Morphy in such a false sense of security that he's now droning, which is a bad idea because he's getting attacked. See, I did this against Morphy as well. I played so badly that he made drones. He made 17 drones right before my my 2 base all-in arrived. I mean, is 11 a higher number than 7? Pretty sure it is. I'd say it's worth it. Now Zerglin's going to the third base, but there's a couple of adepts in the shield battery there, and also 3 more adepts being warped in. That'll do absolutely nothing. Can't go into the natural, there's a stalker. Gonna pop up, probably grab... Oh, well, that's not going to work out very well either. Unfortunate. There's no Bane speed though, so they wouldn't have done much anyway. Still, he knows the space is here now. I mean, what do you mean Magnath's upgrades are late? Magnath's upgrades, they don't exist. I mean, this is what we expect from Magnath at the moment. He and I played a 26-minute long game earlier in this season, and he had, I think it was +1 versus 0-0 at the end. I don't think he had a single upgrade. The fourth base gets cancelled, but the attack is coming in over here. What are we going to do here? Is Morphy going to go for the base race? Looks like he's semi-doing that, going for the third base and try and kill as many units there as possible. But I'm not sure if he can hold off this attack on his side of the map. There are a lot of lings coming out and the force fields are starting to wear thin. Still, it's a lot of immortals. If he can get the prism, he might be in business, but he can't, and he piles his own ravages like a moron. And that is probably going to be the game because the third base has been held. Long distance mining off the fourth base for some reason. But the army here is just unbeatable, and there's still income coming in for Magnath in high enough numbers to continue reinforcing this army with the... Oh, I missed the prism getting killed. Never mind. And then he recalls the immortals, which means this attack is definitely going to be... I'm confused. I feel like he was still in business here. He still could have continued the attack even stronger with the immortals. So in the end, it kind of stabilizes a bit. If these fucking probes would just stop long distance mining off a base that's not even there. And if he'd resaturated this base with, you know, oh my god, I hope he notices this. Yeah, but he's not making very many lings with +1 at the moment, and there's a lot of stalkers, and it's not a lot of anything else for Morphy. He's currently making 18 lings, 7 roaches, but his army's all disjointed. Banelings aren't going to do much against a bunch of stalkers, I guess. Well, I mean, maybe. The Immortal's still standing tall. He's now running away, not doing any damage at all. This is a fucking scrappy game if ever I saw one. But here we come, Adepts in the back, and that's probably going to be it. Morphy's made a right pig's ear out of this game, I gotta say. This felt like it should have been a lot better for him. I don't know why he's still making Banelings. If he made fewer Banelings and more Zerglings, he'd be in a far better spot. Yes, morph these fucking roaches into ravages as your drones are getting killed in the main base. Great idea. Now more drones are gonna fall. There's stalkers coming from the side. I would have preferred this to be Adept, so they... okay. Oh, yeah, he did chase in the end, and the drone's taking their sweet time. Armies all over the place right now. But there's a fourth base for Magnath completed. Nice big army. 3 Archons soon to be on the field. And there's just a handful of roaches and ravages which are well behind in supply, so that's never a good sign. Still 15 workers in gas? No, just the one for now. I believe he's resaturated. Yeah, there we go. Going a lot better. And I think that's going to be it. H, yes. GG. So, yeah. Magnath takes the win. Bear in mind that if Magnath were to win this game 2-0, and then beat Countess 2-0, and I were to lose to Countess by... Let me think about that one. I think by any score, I think he'd be above me. Which we don't want, so we want him to lose this game, this next game, and then win the one after this, of course. It's been very hot recently. I imagine it's been the same, like, in the rest of Europe. And I say hot, it's winter hot. It's been like 15 degrees at most. But that's still pretty bloody hot for March, isn't it? When you expect it to be, you know, raining all the time, never above 10 degrees. It's a little surprising. Yeah, let me fight Magnath for you, Morphy, it'll go better. Oh, I have DMs from Magnath. I hated this first game so much. The early game went so bad. Yeah, pretty accurate assessment. Magnath knows what he's talking about. So this game, the early game's going to go a lot better, and Magnath's not going to lose, and it's going to be fantastic, and we're all going to go home, and I won't have to do much more casting. Because I was gonna play some Hearts of Iron, man. I thought, you know what, I've got some time. I got a match this night tonight at 11 o'clock, but I figured, I've got some time. I'll play some Hearts of Iron, and I was gonna play on this new mod that I have just seen a mod highlight for, which is where World War I never happened. So it's kind of like if Germany didn't get screwed over and the status quo kind of remained in Russia into like the 1930s. It's kind of interesting. I want to see how it goes, but I'm not sure if I'll have time if this series drags on, because I want to get some games in to make sure I'm not, going in dry, as it were, against the guy I'm playing tonight. And in response to, well, I don't think this is necessarily in response to this pylon block from the previous game. He's going for, okay, that was a bit late, wasn't it? But he's going for the fast hatchery. And I'm fairly certain what he's going to do next is he's going to... Okay, this isn't necessarily what I think it is, but... Magnath is going to see... Okay, what the hell is he doing? No, this isn't the thing. This isn't the thing we saw earlier. But this is a kind of weird build. There's no gas. This is just a strangely timed pool. That is true, Unknown. Zerg is a very weak race. Though, as I mentioned before, I ran the numbers, and both Zerg and Protoss have a positive win rate in LegionCup, whereas Terran has a very negative win rate. So, yeah, pool finishes. Magnath will spot the creation of 3 eggs as soon as the pool finishes, so he will know that he's going to have some unwanted guests in the very near future. Even making lings on the natural. Has he gone for like a 15-14-14, but he's forgotten to build the gas? Because this is a 15-14-14, but he's forgotten to build the gas. Okay, now what's Magnath going to do? Is he going to try and wall off fully? He thinks he's baiting all the lings over with this probe, but there are a few more kind of scurrying along. So it's going to be a bit of a race. Now it takes, what, 23 seconds or something for an adept to finish. Needs to finish this wall off really quickly. Needs a bloody shield battery really quick. Yeah, there we go. And the adept's on the right side, so all good for Magnath. Tell you what though, if he'd gotten across a little bit faster. Oh, he's hiding the drones. I see what this was. This is not going to work anymore. Oh, never mind, he didn't... That was a pylon, not a shield battery. Oh my god, this could actually still work. If there's still... Oh, this is clever. This is so clever with the drones stacking on the pylon. I like that. That was really clever. But, not going to work. Unless... Oh my god, he's actually going to get it, but the shield battery is complete. And that will be a hold, and that will be game over. And Magnath will win 2-0. Oh, well, the lings are in, but it hardly matters. Unless he can kill the battery, but even then, like, there's 2 adepts. Too much DPS, there'll be an oracle soon. Well, short and sweet. 3 drones to 20 probes. I believe we know who's going to win this game. The oracle will cross the map, kill whatever remaining drones there may be, of which there are 3, and then the game will end. Paul Morphy is currently a 5k Zerg player. Yeah, I offered Magnath to practice against him, because I knew that I would be able to simulate the builds that Paul Morphy would do. And I do actually do a early pool drone rush that attempts to mine past the adept in the wall. So he probably should take me up on the offer, but honestly, didn't matter. That was not a particularly well executed cheese. And so Magnath wins 2-0, which puts me in an awkward position because I did not beat him 2-0. And now Countess is probably not going to lose to that because, Jesus Christ. Which means there's a situation where I don't get through. Because what I needed to happen was I needed me to be like one of the players who goes 2-1. And then I needed 2 other players to go 1-2. But hey. Just beat Countess and it's fine, huh? Or Magnath beats Countess. Magnath beating Countess would work if Countess... I don't know. We'll see. But, actually, what I want is for Countess to beat Magnath, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. I want Countess to lose to... Sorry, I want Countess to beat Magnath so that Magnath's guaranteed to be 1-2. Morphy is also guaranteed to be 1-2 at best. So yeah, if Countess beats Magnath, there's no way I don't get through. So, everyone watching the stream, pray for Countess. They're playing at 11 o'clock this evening, I believe. Unless Countess doesn't play because she's tilted, which is possible. Because she said something along the lines of rush. And I said that because she's in a bad mood, she should try and relax by cooking. And then she asked if I should cook Russians, which I said no to. We will not see Countess versus Magnath now, unfortunately. I might come back later when it starts, but I think, unless I've forgotten what the time is exactly, but I think it's at the same time as I've got a match myself, so I will not be able to cast it. Let me just have a quick look. Oh no, it's actually the hour before, so maybe. So keep an eye on the general chat in LegionCup in 3 hours from now, and you shall see if I am streaming their match. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the cast. I didn't enjoy the game because it was a PvZ and I don't know anything about that matchup. But it was a lot more fun watching it with a crowd rather than having to watch it on my own. So thank you very much and see you later.